Alright YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we got some more solo queue. I'm going to be showing you how to have the most impact when solo queuing. Let's get right into it. Playing on some Hydro here, using an SMG, trying to be as impactful as possible and trying to get the win for the team. An absolute insane lobby. We got diamonds, we got crimsons. This one goes off to the wire. Very good game. So starting off here, we're getting a cute few kills here, but we're getting absolutely fried with grenades. Things going all over the place. And my main approach here is to try breaking the hill, trying to push through and see if we can set up for P2. P2's an absolute massive money here on this hill. Oh, where is he? Okay, slapped me in the head with the door, gave me a nosebleed. Absolutely getting fried there by Jerem, but it's alright. Well, you know what? We've got 22 here, 22 points on that first hill. That's very good. This hill's quite a hard one to break here. So what I'm going to do straight away is with the SMG, going to go through underwater here, see if I can take a nice little route here. Again, we've got really good time on that initial hill, so it allows us to kind of take our time and make sure we get the break off for P2. There's a few ways to approach this P2 hill, but right here, I feel like I was going to try finding a gap there. But you know what? Looking back at it, it wasn't the best play. If I'm going to take the water route there, I probably should have went all the way and gone all the way to the back. You can see we're spawning on the right side of the map here, so they've got a big control. Let's see how we can break this setup. Going to go through, and my main kind of approach here is try to see if I can just take a route, try to make a play for the team, and see if I can get a kill or two to open up the lanes. My teammates go absolutely massive with a two-piece there. Okay, now I do it. Yeah, not even the right time. I could have just cut through there, and this. Okay, yeah, so looking back at that, I mean, that was quite useless. I literally just went swimming while my team did all the work there, so I apologize to my team. It was quite useless on that hill. Don't say I died. Alright, yeah, at least I've done something there, something positive. So right there, what I should have done is I should have cut out that middle route where I came from the first time. I should have cut there the second time because my teammates actually flanked. That would have made a lot more sense. So starting off, maybe not you know, not in the game as much in this beginning few minutes, but that's all right because we've got a nice little lead, maybe 15 seconds going into the P3 here. So I see my teammate die. I'm going to go around, see if I can spot the enemy. I should not shoot there. You have to be a lot more patient there because especially if your opponent can hear you. Luckily we did get some good shots off, and right there as my teammate goes through the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make it as hard for my opponent to hold the hill. I'm going to pinch through the front. I know my teammate's going through the back, and that's just a really good heads up play that we managed to get to. Going to play aggressive there, try and get the timing, and that was an unfortunate one. I was trying to play my timing right there. That could have worked out really well. That was just a what if scenario, but we are spawning at the back. This is where you kind of want to be in this hard point. Gonna get some good shots off from the first guy. We make him one shot. Gonna go for the challenger. I'm gonna go the left side of the satellite here. We do fall off because I couldn't fit on the ledge, but we do manage to get the first guy, so we take out 0 here. 20 seconds left. It's an even game. We're gonna push through. I do spot an enemy on the top. My opponent does take him out. Gonna go through now, and as my team, I thought they were gonna get this scrap time, but that's alright. I'm gonna get the scrap time, and let's try setting up for the next hill here. So to have the most impact, what I need to do is I need to make sure I'm taking routes. I'm trying to make sure I get the kills, I get the hill. I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure we get the win. So right here with the scrap time, with 3 seconds left, I'm already planning my next move. Something I like to do, I always like to plan my next move. Where can I go in this situation? As my teammate died, I'm just going to turn around and see, wait for my opponent. We do manage to take him out with some nice headshots, and again I'm going to go through the back, take a nice little route here. So my teammate did die at the back, so what I'm doing is, because I've got dead silence pushed, I know I can play slightly more aggressive. We get one, when we cut through, we get the second, just like that. We go for the third. Really good play. I managed to cut the lanes and get the second. Looking back at that, to make it even better, what I could have done is after I get the second kill, I could have backed off, went through the back of the map and got the third kill. That would have been a really good play, but nevertheless not too bad. We did manage to get a two-piece, and again really even game. These games go down to the wire on these ranked play lobbies, especially lagged all over the map. They do manage to get a 4-piece there and make it 4 down. So looks like the last 20 seconds are going to go to my opponents. What we're going to do is set up for the next hard point. I know no one's in the hill. I'm going to go back in the hill in a second, but right now I'm just trying to push out, see if I can maybe get a kill or two just before the hill pops. And if no one gets in the hill, then I'll back off. As I said, I'm trying to be the most impactful as possible, and I know because we've got the spawns here, I'm not too stressed. If I push forward and I die, it's not the end of the world, especially because we've got control of the map. So as long as I'm being a nuisance, as long as I can get a kill or two here, it'll be really useful. Right there, just not good timing. I actually played that pretty well in my head. I thought it was going to be a nice little route there, but you know, the timing wasn't on. The timing was quite off there. They did manage to take me out. But as I mentioned, what you want to do is, as you get a kill or two, as you push up the map, as long as someone's kind of blocking spawns, you're going to spawn on the same point. So you can kind of play aggressive, you can push up, because that's what the better players do. The better teams, they play more aggressive, they suffocate your opponents, and they make you spawn all the way out. Unfortunately, we did just lose some gunfights there, so it wasn't the worst case scenario, you know. It wasn't like our setup was terrible, we just lost some gunfights. That guy spawned behind me, spawns all over the place right now. Again, no one's holding spawns because in solo queue, when you're playing with random, sometimes it's quite difficult to manipulate spawns. But what we're going to do is go through really good centering onto that first guy. And now, as I mentioned, what we're doing is we're setting up for the next hard point here. As I get the kill, I'm going to back off because I know dome is the most important area for this hill. As long as we have dome control, we should be good. I'm going to push through. My teammate does die. Try juking the opponent. I'm going to go through. Get some good shots off, but unfortunately he does kill me. We tried to finesse, but not against the cast off. Look at that. Get melted in 2 seconds. And now they got the hill, but we have dome control. This is exactly what we wanted. So we're going to go through now. We managed to get the first guy. Managed to get the trade off. And I'm just going to take my time here. I'm not in too much rush for the hill. I don't really mind this hill. As long as we can keep, keep the spawns for P2, I don't really worry too much about this hill. Again, we're keeping the game very close here. 40 seconds left. I'm going to try making a play. I'm just going to play my live here, go through, see the kind of popular angles. I'm kind of predicting him to be here. We managed to take out one. Going to go through here, see what we could do to finesse the second guy. Again, just finessing. We go around, we make him weak, reach out, use a jump to our momentum. Right there, I like to do that. As soon as I make him weak, as soon as I make someone one shot, reach out with the jump and you're always going to get that kill. 20 seconds left. Again, this is where I wanted to kind of be. Maybe get a few more seconds on this initial hill, but not to worry because I know we're going to lock down P2. They did get a lot of time on this P1, which isn't the best scenario, especially because we have 2 players there. They do get the kills. So as my team's pushed out the dome side right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a good team player. I'm going to sit in the hill and I'm basically watching the middle lane. Now, this is really important. As the cluster came, I didn't just sit in the hill right there. I made sure I pushed through. Sorry, as the previous game, I pushed through and I sat in dome. The reason why I sat in dome there is because first of all, it's a bit more cover, and second of all, I knew that their opponents were pushing dome. So if the streak did come and kill me, it definitely would have taken down an opponent in the process. So that's exactly the trade-off you want to happen there. Right there, really good nade from my opponent. If you're sitting in that position, that's an excellent grenade to use just to get the pre-fire. He basically pre-naded me. Really good play from my opponent. I was going to nade the door there, but the door was shut, so it wouldn't be helpful. I'm just going to try shouldering it and try helping my teammate back off. I'm absolute one shot. So again, just trying to help, be a nice teammate, shut the door for him, give him some privacy in the hill. And we're just going to snake the back here. As my teammate does die, I'm going to go around, and there is an opponent kind of watching the ledge here, so I'm just waiting, trying to get the last 15 seconds. We've done a really good job on the hill. Again, use my equipment. As my teammate goes forward, I'm just going to help him, maybe go for a little bait and switch. We do manage to get the 2-piece and get the last 10 seconds. Very even game. Basically 140 to 145 right now. Really even. It's going to be 145 to 145. Again, it can't get any closer at this point. Going to go through, see what we can do. And now I spot an enemy at the front, I spot an enemy at the top window. So what I'm going to do is just try to jump and get some really good shots off. The objective there is to make the opponent weak. If you can make him weak, what he'll do is he'll back off. That's exactly what happened. If I kind of just challenged that head on head, I probably would have lost that. But because I made him weak, it allowed me to push through. He backed off, and when he re-challenged, we managed to kill him because he was already weak. As my teammates go through the front, I'm going to take a route here. Try go through the left again. Try make it a bit easier on them. Going to push through. We're going to go through. We managed to get one. I spot an enemy at the back. We get 2, and just like that, my teammates come through the front. So I did the hard work. I managed to get the initial kill. Then I went round, got the 2-piece. Let's see what we can do. Again, my teammates on the hill. We go on the side, and we're just frying right now. Really good shots. So we're kind of trapping them at the back with 20 seconds left. This is exactly what you want. Ideally, you'd have the spawns for the hard point, but as soon as it's about 20-25 seconds, if you can flip the spawns, push them to the back, it's a really good situation because you can start to set up for the next hard point. Right here, I'm just going to watch the water. I'm going to watch the water push and the P1 push. Looking at the mini-map, I can see my teammates are kind of pushing the left side, so I'm going to back off and try to watch that dome push. If we can get dome control here, we can go absolutely huge. I managed to get one. I'm just going to back off, try a little stairs cheese here. Hopefully he doesn't see me just hiding in the flowers. Just trying to see if I can spot another enemy as my teammates in the hill. As long as I can lock down this right lane, I'm doing a real big job for the team. So I'm not too worried about kills here. Again, kills don't really matter in this situation. As long as I'm kind of holding the right, I'm doing my job. He does manage to sneak past. I'm just going to make sure I get him before he kills my teammate. We get him. There's another guy. We managed to get the second kill. And just like that, with 3 down, we're doing a really good job here. This is quite a difficult hill to break. So as long as our initial setup is strong, we're going to do quite well. We did get the 30 seconds. You can see this is really difficult for my team to break. Look at the minimap. The only place open is this left broken area. Going to sit there. I can see an enemy on the top. Try to get a pre-fire off. I'm just going to wait here. I'm predicting he comes from the left window. Again, even if he comes from the right, it will allow me enough time to reposition. Just going to wait here. Now, with 10 seconds left, I got off the hill because I thought my teammate was on it. Now, this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to break the spawns on the left, but I'm going to go with my teammates. So right now, I want to make sure I'm impactful. I want to make sure I'm doing my job. So I'm going to go with my teammates. So best case scenario, we take out the spawns. Worst case scenario, he dies and I get the trade off. He still managed to get the spawns. He does a really big kill there. He manages to get one. Now, as he goes through the back, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be a distraction. So right here, I'm not going to play passive. I'm going to get some shots off, make him one shot, and hopefully my teammate can go and finish the kill. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it for my teammate. That's exactly what happens. The trust worked off. He manages to get that kill, and I break the hill. I get caught reloading there. Could have maybe gone a bit to the right there, but that's exactly what you need to do on the break. We managed to hold the spawns there. Really good job. Now, straight to it, my first initial reaction is to watch this P1. I always stun it, always trap that grenade there. We get the guy with water, and I didn't really see that guy there, but he shoots me through the window. And again, it's just a very scrappy hill going back and forward here, but we're doing a really good job with this last 20 seconds. I feel like the The last 2 hard points have been really good for our team. We managed to get a lot of time. Did my teammate just shoot me there? Not very nice of him, but with 15 seconds left, probably going to die here. Go for the challenge anyways, because why not? With 10 seconds left, it's worth challenging. See if you can get the kill, but if not, not the end of the world. Now, going for this P1 rotation right here, because they need about 45 seconds for the win, and we need about 35. To be honest, P1, none of us are probably going to win here, so we're all basically playing for P2. Going to go through, cut the enemy lane, looking at the minimap, the middle's clear. Maybe could have played slightly more passive, they just stayed on the floor, but we did manage to get both of them, and just like that, our opponents take us off again. They can't, well, can they win? Okay, so they can win on this, and we can both win on this hill, but I don't think we're going to, just because of our contest heavy this hill. Alright. Stuck on a rock when there's the vital part of the game. Not what you want to see. I'm losing full there. I jumped through. Really good prone shot there. Really good job of staying alive. I don't know how I stayed alive. I got incredibly lucky. Now with 25 seconds left, because we can still win, I'm just going to stay on the hill and try soak up as much time as I can. Again, maybe could have rotated there, but really good shots there. We managed to get the second guy, and ideally my teammate or I rotate. I should probably rotate as I'm first. But I get a 3-piece. We got absolutely huge, and we're spawning them out with a knife. Can I get the 4? Well, we can't, but we managed to get a 3-piece, and the perfect thing happened. We managed to spawn them out. As I got the 3-piece, my teammates pushed up, and just like that, we got control of the hill. We only need 5 seconds left, so what I'm doing is chuck a stun grenade just to slow them down. And I'm going to sit here, close the angle down, go for the pre-fires. We get one with the grenade, we get the second, and we all would have got the third as well. And just like that, we get the victory. Most kills in the lobby, most time in the lobby, an absolute dominating performance. That's how you solo queue and have the most impact. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Cool's going huge with the play of the game. Another close one. These games are getting sweatier by the day. We're up in the levels. We're going to those higher ranks, and solo queue is getting a lot more difficult. If you did enjoy the video, please drop a like, and I catch you guys on the next one.